How's it going, everyone? It is Reversal Trader King, where I catch you guys precise bottoms and tops in the stock market. And I gotta go over Tesla. I'm doing this live. It's 9:52 a.m. Eastern time, so the market's open. Tesla is going down 3.60%, 3.6% right now. And I just want to go over the system of why we wait to buy this, and we don't get the FOMO or the fear of missing out on a stock, because this right here is in a perfect example. I've seen a lot of people saying it's never to go this low. Well, we're getting to the point where my original prediction, it is going this low. So let me talk about the system. And also, guys, do take advantage of the premium Discord. It's only $6 a month, and you're not going to regret it. You get my exact alerts with my exact entries and exits, and I'll put that link into the YouTube comments below and in the description. It has an over 95% ratio. I've been doing this for over 6 months, and I try to focus on consistent returns and wait for the market to come to you. So let me show you the system. I'm going to get rid of one of these bands here, because what I'm going to teach is I'm going to teach it on this middle band yellow, make it cleaner, and the EMA 10. What happens is price will touch this middle band, the EMA 10, but it will do it on its own time frame. And if you studied a lot of stocks, look at the how they move, they're always going to hit this band. So if you're looking for a target, you want to make sure there's plenty room to the upside. You do not want to be buying when price is stagnated on it, because it's like flipping a coin. Price will hit the EMA 10 usually within a 2 to 3 week time frame. Anything within a month is very long. But when you see price just stagnating like this means it's in a range. Nobody knows where it's going to go, and looks like we went to the downside very swiftly as we broke this major support level right in here, and then we're just going to keep going down, right? So where would be the bottoms, and where can we get these corrections? Because if you're doing options, you need to be very precise. Or if you're just buying shares, you need to accumulate them. So the middle band is where price has to go back to. I promise it will. It will always go to it. The bottom band is where price is in a buy area. You're not going to see it, often at this area, but when it does get to it, it presents a nice, solid opportunity for buys. So, for example, we've seen Tesla hit this clearly middle band on January the 2nd, 2024. Guess when it hits it, retouches it? It retouches it February 8th. So as you can see, this is considered time distance. There has not been price hitting this middle band for this whole period of time. And the reason why we need to correlate price to the lower band is because we know it's going to hit the middle band, so we need to know when to take an entry. And then this is where you take your entries right in here. You see price go all the way down. It was due to an earnings call, so it made it go roughly to these ATR levels. And do keep in mind, if it does hit this bottom band, it's extremely oversold. And when you snap a rubber band, like if you pull a rubber band, it's going to snap. And that's what we're getting here. So we had this nice time distance, and then we have this bottom band getting penetrated. And guess what happens? We get a nice flush from here all the way here to the touch. I would have took these nice gains right here on this 3-day move and had a trailing stop loss and try to write it up as much as possible, as that's how you're going to get the most of your returns, right? But as you can see, we went well up here from $180 and then to a $200. Nice little gain right there. But then the trade is done. Once the algos hit this middle band, the trade is over. Yes, it can go to the EMA 20 and it will hit that, but that's going to be a longer time frame. But as you can see, it did hit that. I'm trying to do these short time frames to make nice corrections and to make consistent profits. So Tesla's down 3%. As you can see right in here, we started our journey of time distance. We hit the middle band April 15th, 2024. We have 1, 2, 3 days of time distance. Remember, I look for an entry 2 to 3 weeks out. So I would not be looking for this trade till sometime a week and a half from now. And then that correlates my one thing of time distance. But that means also I have to have a lower band touch, or as close as possible to it. And then the last thing, I want to have a low K. When we go back to this thing, under 10 is very low for like these big cap stocks. The K right here that I'm hovering over is this yellow line down below. That's a stochastic oscillator. It helps you get very precise entries. 7.97 is your K right now, and that right there is pretty low for Tesla. And so you have all three things. You have time distance, lower band, and then a low K. And guess what price does? You get your correction. I'm going to show you examples of this before too. As you can see though, price is always touching this band. Here's another good example. You have time distance here, lower band as close as possible, and I would have taken this because you have a very low K. I would have accumulated right in here, and then bam, 8% gain, another 1% right up here, just jumping up. Very nice gain. And it works too for the upside. If the band is red, that is your sell zone. That means price is bound to pull back, and it's very risky if you take your buys. But if you didn't see this, you'd be buying up all in here, and you would be bag holding. We like to do time distance for the same thing. So right here we have a touch at 524. Our next touch is at 622. This was one of the a little harder trade, but you still would have won massive money because right in here you would not take it till you have a 93 of K. So this candle gets avoided, and then let's see when we get 93. Right in here you would have took your first entries. It would have went down a little if you wanted to take those gains. You would have accumulated your shares from all in these candles and took it when it went down right in here, and then this was your EMA 20 touch right there. So do keep that in mind. There is no perfect system, but I promise you, if you do this system right and you accumulate properly, you will make over 95% of your wins doing this. Here's our next example, right in here. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I love just buying Tesla. I'm usually just a bull because it is harder to short Tesla for sure. So here we go. We have time distance of 1213, and it touches at 109. Less than a month again. 1 month is super, super long. So when it gets to like that 3-week mark, you buy tons and tons of shares because you're looking for that correction. So 1213 all the way to 109, there's your time distance, followed by a very low K and a lower band touch. Accumulate all your shares in here for that touch, and it just keeps on going up. So that's very nice to see. Looking for other opportunities here. As you can see, gets close to upper band, it sells off. Gets way up here and sells off big time. That was the big rally we had on Tesla. And you can make massive money on here. Right here is a perfect example of time distance plus penetrating the upper band with a higher K, and it sells off. So you guys care about the current data, right? It's nice to see the past, what has done with the system, and what we can do. So we want to know what can we do with the current data right now. We are at the lower band of 138, right? That is where price can potentially go, and you got to realize is these are going to fluctuate. As you can see, the lower band was 140 here, now it's 138 here. So you want to make sure you're eyeing this where price is as close as possible, and you can look at honestly I don't like to use basic support and resistance because a lot of people would have thought, this was a very strong area of support, and it clearly breaks it, right? And there's been lots of areas where people would be like, okay, this is strong support, as this is where it started rallying up. Right in here it rallied, right in here it rallied, and then right here it rallied up. So the next big support that everyone is looking at is obviously $100 area. Do I think it goes there? Possibly, but with the system, it's probably going to hit my band before it goes there. I think maybe right now the lower band is at 138. I think we can get lower 130s for this system before we get a nice correction. But longer term, yeah, sure, it can hit the $100 area. But I'm looking for these short corrections, and if I perhaps find the absolute bottom, I trail stop it, and I try to ride as much as possible up. So that's your big levels, and that's why you do not trade based on these support and resistance, because the Wall Street sees this. As you can see, you're like, okay, there's massive support right in here. Look how many support and resistance lines are constantly getting broken. It's actually amazing to Like you can see like all these big levels right in here. You had this big level here, it tries to bounce. Okay, so a lot of people would be buying it here, and then a lot of people would say, okay, here's the next big level. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. Hopefully it's just too much, right? You want to trade a system that actually is not that, I hate to say it, but you want to use a system that does what a lot of retail traders don't do. I've developed this unique system where it does kind of the opposite of what people do. I'm doing trend reversals, and so I'm looking for, where price has just been beaten down a lot, and I'm looking for those corrections. And where can I make my best percentage of wins? A lot of people would say, Tesla down 5%, I'm going to buy it. It goes down 2%, 1%, down another 3%, and they're just buying every dip and hoping for the best. Whereas we kind of see a picture of what's going on. If you don't see this, this is what you see right here, right? And you're just trying your best to like analyze this chart. But we see a clear thing of what's been working and what has not been working. It's a clear pattern, and I showed you the back testing on this. So for me, I'm waiting for Tesla for at least 2 to 3 weeks of time distance. I want price as close as possible to the lower band for an entry, and I will alert you guys when I get into it in my Discord. So if you want to join the premium Discord, it is only $6 a month, and what you get is my exact entries and exits. You're going to see right in here, RTK swing trades. These are where you have your highest probability of wins, over 95%, with proper accumulation rules I discuss in here. And it's all transparency. I know this system works. I've been doing it for over 6 years, so I have no problem saying when I buy a trade and when I exit. We also have very high day trade alerts that work very well. And then education videos. If you want to get your chart to look like this and how to make trading make sense and step up your level to be a professional trader, I can take you there, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a pleasure teaching you guys this, and I'm definitely having Tesla on my big watch. I love this company, but you want to buy it at a good entry. You don't want to be bag holding and waiting, forever to get in, because this chart can go down just as fast as it can go up. Before, this was at $300 and it went to all the way to 100. So it can go really, really fast down. It was way up here in the 400 region. So do keep that in mind. So I'm going to do my best, you guys, to get you the best entries so you guys can be profitable and have financial freedom. So click down the link below into the YouTube comments and in my description. It'll say join my premium Discord, join the premium Discord for my alerts, and it's only $6 a month. I will never change that because I want any account size to trade this without worrying about the fees of the Discord. I put a lot of time into this, so I think honestly, if you putting a little money up front is only fair compared to the Discords that charge hundreds of dollars and their success rate is not even near as close. So when you click that link, it'll take you to this landing page, and what you want to do is go to the subscriptions tab area, hit premium chat or any of these chats that right here in the subscription. It'll opt you to subscribe, and it's slightly cheaper if you do it on the desk on your computer because it avoids an iOS fee. So do keep that in mind. And once you're in there, congrats, you are here to be profitable traders, guys. I am so excited for you guys, and I want you guys in on this journey. If you guys like this video, give it a like, subscribe, comment. Any type of engagement really helps. What's your average share price on Tesla? You can put it in the comments. But hitting that like button means the most, as it tells YouTube that you like the video and they will spread it to other video users. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am on high alert on Tesla, and I can't wait to share it with you guys and when the system tells me to buy it. Thank you so much, and have a good rest of the day. Happy trading. See you guys in the Discord.